Hey everybody, today is Saturday of the fourth week of Lent, and we've got a great reading from today's Gospel from John, its 7th chapter. And, as we get closer to Holy Week, we can feel in our readings the tension and the division is kind of building. And so what we get in today's Gospel is a story about the division and the conflict and the beginnings of a move to kind of bring Jesus in. And so the temple authorities essentially are challenging guards in today's story. Why haven't you brought Jesus to us? Well, the people regard him as a prophet. So, of course, they're upset about this. They ridicule Nicodemus, who to some degree comes to Jesus' defense. And the story ends with a really interesting observation from John. It's like he says that after all of that conflict, each person goes home to their own house. The story will pick up tomorrow with this wonderful story of the adulterous woman where Jesus is teaching again in the temple and he liberates her from her shame. But, for me, when I read the scriptures, I feel very attentive to the choreography, the kind of deep meaning of movement. And it's that kind of scattering, that dividing out of each person to their individual silo, their own home, that strikes me as so symbolic and meaningful in today's story. In the Bible, that salvation is happening when things that were separate are coming together. And that the dynamism of sin too, when things that were together are separating out. And we kind of see that movement of separation, that they're divided in their discourse, and now they're physically divided as each one goes to his own home and it's nighttime. So how do we tie all that up? I think what's true about sensing the movement of things in the scriptures might be true when it comes to sensing the movement of things in my own life. Discernment, reflection, Lent is a time maybe of putting our finger up and sensing which way the wind is blowing and asking, is that a direction I want to go? What is the movement in my heart, in my relationships, in my soul? And is that the way that I need to be headed? Is it pulling the disparate things in my life together, or is it driving what ought to be together apart? So I think that has been a helpful thought for me today as we get towards the end of Lent. Can I pause and kind of put a finger in the air and get a sense, which way is the wind blowing for me, and what does that say about what's happening with me and what I need to do, what I need to decide?